you're using Stroke of Fate, you've got the slow there. If you've got early sixes like RP, Wukong's, like so much to work with in terms of just kind of playing the aggro game that they played in yesterday.
Should we give the chat the chance to redeem their predictions now that they've seen the draft? Is that the
Is
that the right way to go? Ones or the twos, guys? Ones if you think Alliance are going to win. Twos if you think OG are going to win. And there's still the only two options. Are the voice lines gone? Can we talk again now?
Never. Never, never, never.
Here comes the OG crew in the bot lane.
Yeah, they're coming over. Nico Baby, Limp, and FNG are all here, so Topson just gonna start it off. So the Jingu damage was reduced, right? And that was...
Yeah. So they've increased Monkey King's base armor. I think it was from 2 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So his laning, like... But they've changed the Jingu so that you get less damage from the Jingu. You get the same life steal, but you get less bonus damage, especially at level 1 and 2. So, like, your laning isn't quite so reliant on Jingu anymore. You're just a lot more tanky in general. Which I think is... It kind of works both ways. It's like, not bad. But in a winning lane, I think you would have preferred to have had the Jingu damage rather than the extra armor, right? So, like, in this lane, for example, where he should be doing well against the Doom, I feel like he would have been preferring to play the old Monkey King rather than the new one.
So Nico Baby down here bottom on this Spectre. We're here with the Undying, but up against the Phoenix as well as the Magnus. So how's this lane gonna go?
I think I was saying that Mag and the Spectre should both get some amount of farm at least, like Spectre, but Spectre probably more. Like I think the Undying just makes the lane a little bit harder for OG. And you have to remember Sax is a strength hero on this Phoenix as well, so the decay's reducing his damage. Oh, this courier! Oh, Seb.
Now he only has 3 tangos, and that's Salve in the grave with the courier. You do have Phoenix's Salve, so your sustain should be okay. FNG, though, doing a very good job of putting the pressure on to these 2 OG heroes.
This Spectre's just doing what he wants in this lane at the moment, really. They're not really touching him at all. Still has 5 tangos and a Salve, so FNG definitely doing his job.
Thompson just heals back up with that balanced strike, and he's sitting at 7-3 right now, up against this Doom at 5-0.
Yeah, the level 3 is when this lane starts to get really difficult for the Doom, because the second point in Jingu makes it, you know, really difficult. Because all of a sudden the damage increase goes from 40 to 70 on each Jingu here. Limp manages to de-ward that medium camp as well. But Topson understands he's going to body block it instead. When you play this mid lane Doom, having this camp available is so important. That medium camp for the Devour.
You know, really good job by Topson to just, you know, have the awareness to block that camp too, because you know, you don't see that often. Just that step forward, playing that aggressive, and making sure that something as crucial as that camp getting blocked is on your priority list.
But look at the denies in the mid lane. Like, Topson has 8 denies already. It's 12-8 to the 8-0 of Doom. And like we talked about with Limp yesterday, it feels like his laning has been the strongest part of his tournament for most of this event. So the fact that Topson's like making his game really difficult already is not going to be fun for Limp at all.
FNG pushed out of lane for a moment. He's got a Salve. He'll heal up. Would love to not get hit by Saxo while this is going, that's for sure. And he comes back over and blocks the camp again. Again, just that awareness. Up towards top, mid one taking some damage. He's sitting low. He'll salve up. He's got the healing ward just level 1 right now as he sits level 3.
What did you expect?
Yeah, they're farming fine though, like in all 3 lanes on OG. I mean, this bot lane especially is doing much better than I thought it would. Seb's having a really good time. And he doesn't even have a stick against this Undying either.
Look at this, 13 denies. Like, how are you gonna farm up against this Monkey King? It's really not easy to just come and trade, especially when the creep equilibrium is sitting right up on the river.
Face it.
Yeah, Limp's obviously not going to have an amazing time in this lane, but again, like we were talking about, he still has Devour. So you can always just try and help his farm a little bit with that.
Topson comes over and
DD.
blocks his camp again, and there's a DD. Limp doesn't have Infernal Blade to slow Topson down and maybe get in front of him to steal this DD, so now it's all on the Monkey King, and what can they do over mid to take care of Topson at all? This is so difficult right now. If he goes though, the timing might be right. Undying coming over, Boundless Strike, that puts him at a full health. Hansky makes the rotation. But with the double damage, he's still outputting so much and sustaining so much. You got 3 heroes up against just Topson. Can't get the kill just yet. Has Jingu finally?
Oh my god.
Flashes the.
FNG's gonna die as well, I think.
Gets the kill, looks over at FNG, and this is gonna be 2. Oh my, the double damage allows him to just get.
He's gonna go for the thread.
Just be 3. Alright. Don't tell me he gets
Run,
this. He's got Boundless Strike.
I'll take that.
He's gonna go for the courier instead. Wow.
Oh, what an absolute disaster! Because those supports rotating means that these side lanes have been a little bit easier for OG in the last, minute or so as well. But this Monkey King is getting a little bit out of control, isn't he? Here come the tips.
Jesus. Really, quite the aggression coming in from Topson. Up 2K right now. You take a look at the net worth, and he is leading by so much over this Doom.
Yeah, but it's not just the net worth. Look at the XP difference as well. Like, he's so far ahead of the Doom here.
He's almost 2 levels ahead. He is 2 levels ahead now.
Yeah, Hanskin dies top though. That must have been the spin Inkswell combo, I assume.
And look at this. Look at this. He's just running him down in between the tier 1 and tier 2. Topson's not stopping. And I think we brought it up yesterday. The aggression that OG's been working with, or the way that they've been just going, it feels like pubs where you're just like, why am I getting outclassed right now? Top lane, Inkswell pops. You've got the Stroke of Fate with the Blade Fury. They get another kill, this time on an S4.
Middle tower is under attack.
They don't stop coming. And, this is... They're doing this to a team like Alliance. We've seen Alliance play so well this event. And now Limp's in trouble. Icarus dive. Limp trying to TP out, and will do so successfully. No Boundless Strike available for Topson.
Yeah, if you're an Alliance fan, don't look at the net worth chart at the moment, because it's not pretty at all. These 3 AG cores sitting at the top, but yeah, like you said, the Monkey King being so far ahead of the Doom is big, but also this Magnus is having an amazing time in bot lane. Like, Seb's absolutely tearing it up down here. This Undying not worked as well as they would have hoped, unfortunately. And FNG even blocks the big camp down in the bot lane to stop Mag farming that as well as the lane itself.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Inkswell, now it's just even more of a run at you kind of style. Now that you've got the Inkswell, Stroke of Fate hits both Hanskin as well as Limp, and you've got the Jingu proccing. Nico even makes the rotation, but I'm not certain what he's expected to do here. Obviously, Topson getting a little bit low. If he could just prop the Jingu, he should be okay. Mischief procs the Jingu. Now, just needs one more hit. He has Balance Strike up in 3. And they're just going to take what they've got and leave. But I say that. Balance Strike comes in. They've got the dust. S4 forced to run.
He's just still alive. Like, they have to get these kills here, otherwise this is an absolute disaster for Alliance.
Yeah, they've rotated I don't think so many heroes.
I don't think No-Tail's enough there. Like, they've just given up so much, because now Seb down in this bot lane, with mid one TPing in, they're able to take this tier 1, and they're going to start losing more of the map on Alliance here. Topson's just finds another kill as well.
Yeah, he might even just get S4 too. Comes in, needs one more shot.
Limp's coming though.
Thompson gets stunned and will eventually die. He gets a little bit overzealous there.
Massive kill for Alliance. So they really need to like stop this monkey here from just walking all over them. So
4K lead just 9 minutes into the game.
yeah, and Jug, has he got these drums finished?
And it's, you know, we're not trying to say that this is a one-sided game by any means. We're not trying to just be like, oh, you know,
No.
OG's been playing this game perfectly, but they really have. And you know, Thompson has been the enabler when it comes to this so far. Just how well the lane went and what he was able to accomplish within the lane. I mean, especially when that rotation came out and he got 2 kills.
Yeah, it's not just about how well he did in the lane 1v1 against the Doom. It's all the the rotations he's being forced out at his other lanes. The pressure gets lifted a little bit. S4
towards top, uses the RP, gets the kill on S4. No Tail gets credit for that one. They stay too long under the tower.
And Seb's actually going for that blink first instead of the mech. So I think he really, because they're so far ahead, I think this blink like rush goes up in value so much more. And FNG is going to go down to Thompson here by the looks of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what we were talking about within the draft. They're going to run at you. They're going to continue to move forward. They have Ink Swell. They have Stroke of Fate to slow you up. Boundless Strike comes in. And, you know, those are only a couple of things here that they have to deal with on the side of Alliance. They're going to run down No Tail. So they at least get that. Nico Baby gets credit for that kill. And he's sitting top of the net worth for Alliance. So, you know, he's trying to do everything he can to come back. But like we said, there's so many tools here for OG to just keep running at you.
I like Nico Baby's item build that he's going for these drums. He has to be able to try and take these fights early on.
He gets killed off by S4, so a couple of good pickoffs there for Alliance is exactly what they need.
The fact is 10 minutes into the game and Sax is still level 4 is a little bit of a worry for OG. Like, these supports are... I think No Tail just took the tome. So he's the one that's level 6. Oh, no, okay, no, it's still in base. No Tail's level 6 without the tome. Okay, so that's not too bad. So the Phoenix is going to be able to get level 6 off that pretty much. Yeah, he's really close now, so...
Dire are scanning.
It'd be interesting to see when this blink comes out from the mag, like this first big rotation they make with the Egg RP play. Because he's only 100 gold off that now.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's a little bit different from Seb than we've been seeing. You know, usually he'll forego the Blink Dagger for a couple of items. You know, Arcane Boots Mech into the Guardian Greaves, and then he'll go Blink. But feels as though he needs the Blink Dagger earlier on.
Yeah, they get the deny on the mid-tier one though, which is nice. Phoenix hits level 6 though.
There's that Blink Dagger. So it just has to be delivered, and then if they fight with that first Blink RP, Alliance need to be very careful.
So S4 has this Diffusal Blade queued up. He's just bought the first Blade of Alacrity. I mean, it's okay, but like, I don't see it massively impacting this game. They do need a little bit more damage, so the Diffusal Blade's nice. Like we talked about in the draft, they had damage issues, but...
Tombstone try and take this stack. This is very important for Nico Baby to get here. He's struggling a little bit.
With the zombies, though, it should die quickly. Like, FNG's probably going to get some of this farm as well, but... It's a big net worth swing for Alliance, taking this ancient stack.
Yeah.
I think they should be happy that this has been, like, uncontested so far from OG. Unfortunately, FNG seems to be getting a lot of the last hits, but never mind.
Problem is, as they're taking it, here come OG, and they're going to lay down some vision, take that last ancient. Seb setting up to just blink in and have that RP. I don't know if they've seen the blink. I don't know if he's shown in lane yet, but I'm going to assume he hasn't.
Bot lane? Oh, he TP's away. Oh, no. The fact I think was that the first haunt in this game? Possibly, I think it might be the second, but like, whatever one it is, like, the fact you use this so early and don't get anything for it is an absolute disaster.
So, not only is Thompson up there in the net worth, but all three cores on the side of OG are at about 6,000 net worth. really far and ahead of the Alliance heroes. But S4, he gets caught. Sentry right there.
That's evading you here.
And now they've got the Soulbind. Omni Slash comes through. FNG taking a lot of damage. Doesn't end up falling. Blade Fury mid one.
Egg on the high ground.
Kills here. There's
RP
a good
missed.
Supernova. They can't do anything to deal with this egg. It's gonna pop. It's gonna land, and Limp in some trouble. These heroes on the side of Alliance are surviving for now, despite the fact that they've really thrown so much from OG. And now they're gonna try and turn this, counter-initiate. But S4 running in, Shikuchi, and not really finding an opportunity to continue on.
All right, let's just summarize what happened there. I mean, that was so poorly executed from OG, but because they're so far ahead, it doesn't matter. Like, they missed RP. The egg on the high ground didn't actually hit anybody with the stun. Like, the RP... Sorry, the Omni Slash didn't even kill anybody. And they still walk away with 1 kill. On the call.
Yeah.
So that could... Like, I mean, that could have been an absolute, like, disaster for Alliance. And they still end up losing the fight, though. Even though OG, like, missed all their spells.
Very odd. Like, such a weird engagement of, like, OG being the aggressors, throwing everything, only getting... I mean, they got the Doom, so...
Yeah, I mean... But what I'm saying is the fact that OG can miss so many spells there and the fight still isn't bad for them. Because because Alliance can't punish them. Because they don't have this damage at the moment still.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Inkswell, S4 in trouble, but telekinesis when coming over. Now use that time lapse and No Tail will get run down here. Alliance starting to level out of it. Find a couple of pickoffs, but they're still down 8,000 net worth.
Yeah.
It's going to be Deso for Monkey King and Manta for the Jug.
And Sax is going for this Meteor Hammer first build that we've seen from a lot of Phoenix players.
Where you just Icarus dive in, throw the Meteor Hammer on the tower, leave.
But it's also this idea we were talking about. Meteor Hammer's never a bad item. Like,
No.
It gives you, what is it, +8 all stats, I think?
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, +8 all stats, HP and mana regen. Oh, they doomed the Jug down bot.
Yeah, but can they get the kill onto the Jug? Thompson, meanwhile, kills off S4. And now the Supernova's down. They get the egg. They look over. And this is problematic for mid one. They lose both Socks as well as mid ones. Nico Baby, who gets both kills. Massive amount of kills there.
That's a huge
Massive.
kill. Like,
Couple of kills there.
yeah, the fact that Nico Baby gets both the kills as well. He gets an extra 500 gold off that. So all of a sudden, like, he's finished off this Yasha now. So he has to jump
Dire's top
Yasha.
tower is under attack.
Into the trees. And Wukong's under the tier 2
my God.
RP! Oh, Sam on a 3, and then taking out all 3 heroes. Lim, FNG, Nico Baby, all gone. Stolen Balance Strike hits on a Seb. S4 moving forward with the Shikuchi. Doesn't even have the damage to really do anything. No Tail and Seb are sitting low.
We're still alive.
Looking for Thompson, who survives with just 100 health. Seb.
Here comes Saxer as well.
It pops. Stolen Skewer. And Hanskin, he ends up going down to Seb, but S4 will at least take the life of this Magnus and continue forward.
Oh, like, that's a 3 versus 5, right, as well. Like, the Jug and the Phoenix are already dead from before. And, I mean, insane RP from Seb, though. Managed to set up with the Wukong's command as well. It's not just the Wukong's damage, but he also empowered Thompson as well, so all that cleave damage coming through. With this, I think he just picked up Deso now as well. So the physical damage output from OG is going to be off the chart at this point. Alliance, though, I mean, the big thing for them is even though Spectre died, he got that double kill before. So, like, he's still finding his way into the game here. And you've got to remember, yes, he's behind in net worth in comparison to the Jug, but he doesn't have Empower to work with. So the fact he's only like 1,000 gold or so behind actually is still pretty good for him. Like, Nico Baby's doing okay here.
8,000 lead, especially after yesterday.
Limp.
Anything still feels winnable, but Limp getting run down will burn out. Soxa gets the kill.
I mean, Limp's just not having a game.
No, he's 1-5-3, and he hasn't even been able to do anything, and that's since the laning phase.
Yeah, ever since Monkey King got level 3, he has struggled.
S4 TPing top.
They're gonna head into the Roche though. They don't have Haunt up for 20 seconds on Alliance, so it's a little bit of a difficult one.
Tombstone comes down, trying to push OG away from the pit, but they're going to find S4 instead. He can't get the time-lapse off as he's silenced thanks to the Phantom's Embrace of No Tail. So now they've got the Soulbind coming in.
Here comes Nika, baby, though.
And now Supernova! Aegis is snatched by mid-one. They can't even get that huge RP from Seb. And this is so bad for Alliance. They're going to lose everything. Nico Baby now on the run. 4 heroes gone on the side of Alliance, so try to TP out. Inkswell, I'm not sure it will pop in time.
Radiant's top tower is under
Just
attack.
getting
Radiant
away.
structures
But that
are
is 4
fortified.
heroes gone. Aegis into the hands of OG. And an even bigger deficit to deal with.
Dude, this new offlaner for OG looks pretty good. I mean, what a game Seb's having so far. Like,
Yeah.
Radiant's top
I mean, that's
tower
like the
is under
third good
attack.
RP we've had this game, and it's only
Radiant's
19
top
minutes
tower
in.
has
Like,
fallen.
he's doing insanely well. And you have to remember, it's not just the RP, but that original skewer on the Weaver at the start of the fight. With this, you see the ward they have just above the pit in their jungle. Like, it sees this Weaver coming in from the top side, and so they get the skewer with the follow-up silence from No Tail on the Grimstroke. And Weaver just gets 100 to 0 at the start of the fight.
Nothing that S4 can do in the beginning of that fight. He just gets blown up.
He has this diffusal now,
The bounty which my
so
nature
they might be able to
deprived.
find some key pickoffs here. Like, I think if they catch the Monkey King while this diffuser's up by himself, like, they do have potential to kill him off. But mid one goes through this ancient stack here. Actually going for the Skadi next. Okay, I'm surprised. I thought he was going to go Abyssal instead. Especially when you're playing up against this Weaver, right? Which can be a little bit difficult to lock down. But Skadi definitely not a bad item. Makes him a lot tankier. Limp's level
12k
10.
lead. Yeah, and Limp's just, like we said, he's really not having a game.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
Hasn't been able to do much of anything in this game, like you said, since level 3 for the Monkey King. Fell behind by 2 levels in the laning phase, and things have gone from bad to worse for him as we continue on. Icarus dive, Meteor Hammer onto the tier 3 tower. Blink Dagger picked up for Limp. That's basically all he's got.
Yeah, like healing ward goes down here.
Tower is under attack.
How are they supposed to kill this healing ward? The only way they can do it is if Weaver goes in and like Sakuchi's in to try and kill it, but then he probably dies away, like straight away after he does.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower has fallen.
And they take the tier 3. Haunt gets used. They've got the Soulbind onto this Undying as well as the Doom. The Inkswell pops, but it's not going to land. Supernova onto the back lines. It's not the best Supernova, but it does keep Alliance from jumping in. Bruce dive over, Meteor Hammer once again. Nico Baby needs to run. Omni Slash bouncing around. They'll get the kill on FNG. It's just the Undying dead so far. 29 seconds does have buyback.
Yeah, they still have the Aegis, remember, as well on OG. So even if this Strug dies once, it's still not an awful fight for them.
Oh, Blink, Skewer, time lapse from S4, but they've got the silence onto the Doom, and can they get anything out of this for Alliance? A lot of heroes on the side of OG, but they just don't fall. Buyback comes in.
They
from
don't have any
S4.
damage.
Limp ends up dead. He's got no buyback. He's gone for 30. Nico Baby on the run, and OG just keep coming. Blink, Skewer misses. Look over at Topson. Topson, telekinesis. He'll end up dead. 50 seconds without buyback. Gets caught by himself up towards top.
I'm not sure what Thompson's doing over there, but they are going to take the mid-racks anyway. Still have the Aegis up if necessary here. Good skewer.
NG silenced. He ends up dead. Nico Baby running forward, and they've got the telekinesis on the No Tail, lifted up, thrown down, but
They've doomed up Seb as well.
it's Limp,
Tower is under attack.
and Limp just can't catch up to Seb anymore. He threw the Doom, but I don't know if
Dagger's
they're
coming.
going to reach him in time. Spectral Dagger comes through. Limp, War Stomp, hits him up. So Seb,
He's got the blink.
He just gets out.
I think
Step with the blink and the skewer.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, the fact he gets out there just sums up this game for Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh, Thompson just TP's in again, but he blows up S4.
Blows
But,
up S4, might lose his own life. Meteor Hammer coming down, Telekinesis is there, but Nico, baby! Oh, Meteor
the
Hammer
healing
from
wards.
Satsa, and they'll get the kill on a limb. Losing another couple of heroes here for Alliance.
Oh, the healing ward comes in from mid one at the last second to keep Thompson alive. I mean, they're just styling on them at this point. Like, they're 17,000 net worth up at 23 minutes into the game. And this is exactly what we saw Nigamatu to Alliance yesterday as well. Like, they punish them for having this really good laning stage, and it just gets out of hand so quickly by these early team fights.
We'll go towards bottom and look to take this tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meteor Hammer comes down, they take the tower very quickly, they'll continue to move forward. RP available here for Seb if they're going to try and take this high ground. I mean, everything's available for OG, and
Radiant's bottom
we have
tower
seen,
is under
what,
attack.
one bad RP from Seb. Other than that, he's been really on point. And not only the RPs, but the skewers too. Blink Warstomp, they've got the lockdown on OG, but just no follow-up damage.
S4's coming in from behind.
And he's dusted, so he needs to leave.
And this is what I was saying about the diffuser though. Like, it gives them this damage, but because they're so far behind, it just doesn't do anything. Like, they can't get the damage off.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire are scattered.
Strike hits 3.
Oh.
RP to follow it up. It's picture perfect coming in from OG. And they are going to clean up 3 heroes. Hanskin FNG, Nico Baby die. Doom's thrown out.
Buyback call.
It's really not worth much. Limp ends up falling. Buyback from Nico Baby. Supernova down. That's going to pop and hit on S4, but GG's already called. OG will take game 1 in the lower bracket final.
Victory.
Yeah, it was about as much a stomp as it was in game 2 and 3 yesterday for Alliance, unfortunately. I know we talked about a lot about OG about that game, but they did play so well, right? But the problem with Alliance's draft is I don't see how they were supposed to come back into that game.
Yeah.
I was talking about after the draft that I think if OG had a good time in the laning stage, I think they just go out of control, and that's exactly what happened.